Here with Coach Brady. Saturday back at home against Wayne State, 2 p.m. Your team's 3-0 in the GLIAC, has an opportunity to be 4-0 in the GLIAC. You hold a share of the number one spot in the conference. Just talk about the what you've seen from your team this week as you guys prepare for the Warriors.
Yeah, we just got completed our second day practice here on Wednesday, and so I thought it was a solid day. Kids have been a little banged up this week, a little sore. Obviously, Saturday was a very physical contest, and so but I thought we've handled it well. We've been practicing hard and really focused on going 1-0 this week. And so, I thought the mindset's been good. We haven't really talked much about Saturday's victory, and kids seem really focused on the next challenge. And so, that's what you like to see. Obviously, coming off a big high, and it's just you got to get back to work, and we're at home, and it's another GLIAC contest, and I know we're Wayne State's rival, and so I've told the kids that, like, hey, they're going to come in here and they're going to fight and they're going to battle, and we've got to be ready to play our best, and we need to continue to play like at a high level of football, and so that's really been our focus. And from a coaching staff perspective, is we just really been trying to challenge the kids and be really hard on them this week, and really push them, and really making sure that we have discipline in the details.
You sort of answered my next question. I was going to say, coming off that emotional win, what has the focus been like for the team to kind of not let that drag you down to Saturday? And you sort of answered that a little bit, so I'll flip it over to just Wayne State. You mentioned Wayne State's going to come in here and play well. We're their rival, and looking back at this series this week, a lot of these games have been close no matter what the records are for these teams. And so what have you seen from Wayne State that kind of you're focusing on to try to prevent that sort of thing from happening, as like having a letdown on Saturday?
Yeah, Wayne State's got some guys that can run around. They're athletic, and that's what we see on tape. And so they've got a dangerous quarterback. He's a dual threat guy who can run around and extend plays. And they got a pair of running backs that can really make things happen. And so you got to be at your best. And if you're not at your best, then you can let someone come in here and steal your dream. And so right now our dream is alive, and I've just reminded the kids that we've worked really hard to fight back to get ourselves in the position that we're in. And so, every day's precious. And it's here, we're getting to the back half of our schedule. Every game is a huge game. And so, right now I just told them, I said, you've already been in the playoffs. The playoffs started a while ago. And, we just got to focus on going 1-0 this week. And right now our focus is completely on Wayne State. But Wayne State, they got some guys in defense that can run around as well, and they do a good job on special teams. So while their record doesn't indicate it, Michigan Tech's having a solid year, and Wayne was, right there with them, through 3.5 quarters. And so we've got to be prepared. We've got to have the right mindset. We've got to be ready to come out and attack and be at our best and play our best football on Saturday.
You've had really big performances from your special teams unit the past couple weeks. Last week, no exception. Tegan Lendrick having a really, really good game, being the GLIAC Player of the Week, the D2 Football Player of the Week with what he did. You've had some big turnovers on kick returns in the past couple weeks, including Terrence Brown with the strip and the punt. How big is that unit going to be moving forward for your team's success?
Yeah, a lot of credit to Josh Schumacher. He's our new special teams coordinator, linebacker coach, and he's doing a great job, and as well as our other coaches that are assisting with him. And so we talked about it in our special teams meetings this morning about the importance of special teams this week and continuing to play at the level that we're playing at, because we were playing really high-level football on special teams on Saturday. And I didn't know if we could duplicate maybe what we did the week before and the week before that. So we've had 3 unbelievable weeks in a row of special teams, and it's been multiple special teams every single week. And I think last week almost every single special team had every unit had something special happen. And so that's what you love to see. And so our players really buying into that, and they've been really well prepared by the coaches, and we want to continue to see that be an edge for this team and maybe be a defining characteristic of the 2025 Saginaw Valley State Cardinal football team, is that, like, hey, we're elite on special teams, and we made a lot of game-changing plays on that unit, and that can carry us a long ways, because as I evaluate our team, we're running the ball extremely well. We're stopping the run extremely well. All right, and then you start talking about playing great special teams. Like, man, that's a really good formula to really compete at a high level. And so we're going to continue to just kind of take it one day at a time and continue to enjoy every second that we have with each other, and try to keep the dream alive.